So this week I decided I was going to focus on trying to develop a full song. So I have this folder that's full of all these musical ideas or small sketches that are usually like a verse and a chorus, or maybe just a chorus, or maybe just a little musical snippet that I want to develop out a little bit more. So I grabbed one of those and I felt like it could use kind of an Americana style vibe to it. And so I found a song where I liked the guitar tone in it, and I will show you the song, but I won't play it for copyright reasons, so that you can get a picture of what it was that I was going after. And then I'll dive in and show you guys a little bit of what I was doing to try to accomplish that sound. If you're new around here, my name is Jeremy. Welcome to the Production Den, where we talk about music production for songwriters and music producers. And make sure that you watch this video so that you can find out about the special giveaway that I'm going to be talking about later. So here's a little clip of the song that I was starting with, or the idea that I was starting with.
Find a peace in your embrace.
So I figured out the BPM of the track that I had already started and put together, and then started to build out tracks from there. So one of the first things that I did was actually come in here to lay down the acoustic guitar. So I set it up on its own individual mixer track that you can see here. And then I came over and just did a basic roll-off filter for the EQ. And then I did a little bit of compression on this just to help even out the performance a little bit. And then I was just using a tuner just to make sure that everything was on track before I recorded these initial passes with just the acoustic guitar. And I came back and added in some electric guitar, both left and right, kind of panning those. You can see here I did the panning left and right with those as well. And same thing on the acoustic guitars, real wide. I came in here and worked on the electric. And so what I did for the electric to get the tone that I ended up having was coming into Guitar Rig 5, and I used the preset called the Twang Reverb Stereo Surf, and then I adjusted it a little bit because it had the tremolo down under a different split. But I put the tremolo back here, messed with the tremolo settings a little bit, and then I actually ended up adding in a tube screamer pedal to give it a little bit more warmth and grit. And then I ended up coming in with the RC48 to create kind of the guitar space. And so I used a preset in here under medium called the Guitar Room. So it has definitely a definitive like tremolo kind of vibe to it. You can hear it, it's pumping, and it's kind of similar to what's happening in that other song. So then adding in the acoustic guitars to that. And then I added in a bass, and for the bass, I ended up just doing a basic guitar rig for this one as well. And I usually end up using the preset that's either the clean bass or the DI bass. Most of the time, that's where I hang out with the settings for these. And then I put on a compressor just to even out the performance a little bit more. So I ended up with this. So after coming back to that the next day, I realized that I really didn't like the super slow pace. So I decided that I was going to take some of this and rework it to make it a little bit faster, because I felt like it was just dragging too much. It was way too slow. So I'm running Contact, and I'm running the Abbey Roads 60s drummer plugin, and I'm using the Early Light kit. And so then I layered the electrics with that. And I layered in some bass. And I didn't feel like the drums were quite beefy enough, so I ended up grabbing a battery instrument, and this is the kit that I used for that, bamboo kit. the bamboo stalk kit, which is up here, and it was part of the Golden Kingdom. Then I layered in some acoustic guitars and panned those wide left and right. Then I added in some percussion just to add a little extra texture into the drums. This video is helping you out. Make sure that you go ahead and crunch the like button. And if you aren't, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you can get alerted every time I post a new video about music production for songwriters and music producers. So now I'm at the point where I'm actually going to put down some scratch vocals so I can start making the basic arrangement for the tracks.
I find a peace in your embrace. There's a rest that's in your gaze.
So after I ran through a couple passes on the vocals, I went back in and did a little bit of editing on it and threw on a couple of effects. So I threw on another compressor, which is the kind of LA2A equivalent from Native Instruments, and then a parametric EQ. I boosted a lot of the air portion of the vocal, cut out some of the lows, boosted a little bit more of the low mids, and a little bit more around the 4800 range just to give it a little bit more presence. Then I put a little bit of a de-esser on it, and then I added in Replika, which is a delay and chose the wide slap back. And so I ended up with just kind of an idea for what the vocal could sound like once I actually do the final runs for it. So this is what it sounds like at the moment.
I find a peace in your embrace. There's a rest that's in your gaze.
So that's a basic rundown of what I have currently on the track as just some examples for how I could mix the vocals. I still have to develop out the bridge a little bit more, and I definitely need to do some more arrangement to create some more dynamics in the song. So if you've made it this far in the video, you're one of the committed that watches videos through all the way, and I applaud you for that. Thank you for that. And because of you, I'm about to cross the 5,000 subscriber mark, which is a huge milestone for me, and I'm super excited about it. And to celebrate that, I'm also giving you a chance to enter to win the RC20 plugin. I'm going to be giving a copy of the plugin away to somebody who enters to win. All you have to do is click on the link in the description below. It's going to take you to a page on my website where you can sign up for the email list, and you will be entered for a chance to win the RC20 plugin. And I'll be announcing it in the next couple of weeks as we start actually crossing the 5,000 mark. So again, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching the videos and subscribing and commenting and being a part of the community. I'm super grateful that I get to do this, super excited that we've reached this milestone. And make sure you watch this next video, which will help you out in learning how to get a really crystal clear vocal mix for your music production, and I will see you in the next round.